we've been in, and then let's bring up this customer. It really doesn't. Is this the main? This is a main. Unless you want to select a customer that is highly used, like one of your biggest customers. Would this be it?
Yes, this is a highly used customer.
Okay, so let's go ahead and open up this customer. And stop me if this is a repeat, because I feel like we've kind of been in and out of customers from all the other sessions for specific, for what we need for that session. So file, new. Okay. So yesterday we kind of talked about the messages tab. So we're going to just go from left to right of the screen. When you create a new customer, go ahead and click new for me. It'll pop up this box where you can start typing in for information. And it starts to search for a duplicate, and if it already finds it, you can either add it or merge it. So I'm going to go ahead and have you, just for so you can see how the whole find duplicates work, go ahead and type in Nix for me, or something that you know for sure already exists in the system. And this is looking for a name.
Sorry, apostrophe there.
I think so when you list it as a name.
And then go ahead and click Find Duplicates.
Boom.
So at this time, go ahead.
Is it going to also search in inactive customers?
It will search for any duplicates you may have in the system. So yes, it'll include those.
So if you search my
because
address.
And then from here, you can filter out if, like you said, like the address may already exist. So you can say, you know what, filter by address if you have a lot. And then if you see it in the list, then at this point, you can just close it and then go back into the customer grid and search for them. So this specific customer looks like is in here 3 times, same address, 3 different entity numbers. So you might have had to, for one reason or another, created a customer code back in the day. So when we go live, you have an option to start merging some of these customers, so you only have one. Or if you don't care, just leave them out there and make them inactive. So it's truly up to you.
If you merge them, does it create a site?
If you merge them, it'll just take the when it loads. You see on the right side, it has primary.
Yes.
It will ask you which one is the primary account that you want to keep. If there was history on the ones you're merging into that, it will bring the history into the primary account. But the main record that will sit is the primary.
So it's going to basically do away with the other 2 accounts that give you their... Okay.
Exactly. So, but the primary customer record information will stay. It's only the history that will merge into it.
Okay.
I lost your screen share. There we go. All right. So now, if let's say you did not find it, once you go ahead and click Add for me. If you didn't find it, then you click Add. If you're in here and you click Save, go ahead and try and save. Just like other screens, it'll tell you that you can't save it. So there are some required fields you'll need to type in. Because Nix is already, oh, I lost you again. Earlier we were doing so good.
Sure, yeah.
It's got to be my end. There we go. I see you again. Go ahead and click there you go. Thank you. So now, you would just type in the information you need, but we're not going to because we already have Nick's in here multiple times. But just know that it will not let you save until all of the fields are ready. And if you find it that you have already typed in the contact name, the location name, the freight terms, and it's still not letting you save, it's going to be in the other tabs, and most likely it's going to be in the customer tab. So go ahead and click the customer tab for me. So in here, it's going to ask you for the terms code, and then the warehouse is not required. However, I highly recommend to make that, put in your warehouse, because if you don't type that in, it's not going to know the default location that you're billing out of for this customer. Oh, I keep losing you.
Can we make that required in the common setup anywhere, or?
Yep. In the system manager, you can say that this is a required field. So what you would do is you just find that menu and say this is required. All right, so we're gonna so that's just a quick, make sure that when you create a new one, you update everything. But as far as what fields we normally would use, we're gonna go to an existing one. So let's go ahead and close this screen. And we're going to reopen, say no here. And then let's reopen. Go ahead.
Question on the warehouse there.
Yeah.
Should it be, like this is a station, so it has its own location. Is it gonna be the station location or the location?
It is the most used location for that station. So in your world, yes, it'll be the station because they're going to be a new consignment location. That's what you're saying, right?
Yes, that's it. That's
Yep.
what I wanted.
Yep.
1132.
Okay.
That's what.
Okay, that's good.
All right. So, but if you did need to add a new location, so like for Nick's,
Yeah.
but then they all, just remember, you do a location, not the main entity. But if Nick's has its own entity, then you do all of that. So,
Okay.
I keep losing you. Do you want me to try a different session? Maybe it's this meeting ID.
We can do that.
Okay, let me try that. Maybe,
Or propane, they get propane case, or they used to.
When it comes out, then you can override.
Okay.
Push the ticket. And Conception, Tina and I were just saying, that you put the main one in the setup, but you can override it during posting or sales entry.
absolutely.
To say which warehouse product it's out of.
Yep.
Like lubes.
Correct.
The office, the 01 location. Okay.
I'm going to end